I'm showing the behind the scenes of the animal industry. I'm showing the egg industry, the dairy industry, the meat and the fish industries. This is free range, cage free, humane certified, local, etc., etc. So this is the best of the best. So how do you feel when you see this?
Horrible.
Right. And do you feel like eating animals when you see this? No? Would you eat in a place like this? No? So if it's not good enough for your eyes, how come it's good enough for your stomach? So everybody knows by now it's absolutely unnecessary to eat animals and their secretions. Anyone denying this is not being honest. And the ones who still don't know, they don't want to know usually. So do you know if it's necessary to eat animals? Do you know if it's necessary to eat animals?
It's necessary.
It is necessary? It isn't. It is necessary to eat eggs and dairy? No? Right. So is this animal abuse for you? Is this animal abuse?
Yeah, of course.
Yes? Is there anything that justifies animal abuse? No? Are you against animal abusers? Yes? If you had the opportunity to vote someday for this to stop, would you? Right. So if you're against animal abuse, but tonight you're going to eat steak and eggs and dairy, how can you justify that? You're not aligning your moral values with your actions, right? Right. And do you feel okay with it? No? So why, after talking to me and after watching this and after agreeing about everything we agreed on, why are you going to slice the throats of innocent, defenseless baby animals unnecessarily? Why?
I feel maybe it's like...
Why choosing to be cruel?
Sometimes it's lack of consciousness.
Unconsciously? Yeah, but now you're conscious.
Not unconsciously. Like, yeah, like... I've never seen... videos.
You have never seen this before?
Not like that.
All right.
Other type of videos, but not like that.
Right. So again, how are you going to justify abusing animals again? Why are you going to maliciously and intentionally and willingly slice the throats of innocent, defenseless baby animals unnecessarily after talking to me? Why? Why choosing to be cruel?
I don't know, being honest, I always pass by and I know that you're doing this thing.
Yeah, you have seen me other times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I just pass by.
Yeah.
Today I decided to have a conversation with you.
That's good.
I wanted to know like what's...
Yeah, I'm here because I want people to stop abusing animals. As simple as that. I want people to be honest with me and with themselves and to see if they're aligning the moral values with their actions. In your case, you're not aligning your moral values with your actions. So again, why are you going to slice? Because that's exactly what's going on. These animals are babies. I don't know if you know, but when you eat animals, they're babies. And they're obviously innocent, right? And they cannot defend themselves, right? And we already established that it's absolutely unnecessary to eat them. So then it becomes morally unjustifiable, right? Exactly. So, okay, so how many animals will have to suffer and die before you decide to stop abusing them?
I don't know, maybe today is like the break.
Exactly. Because if you were the victim instead of the victimizer, the oppressor, would you care then? Because now you don't care enough. Because if you cared enough, you would say to me, I will never ever abuse animals again. But you're not telling me this. So therefore, that's why I'm asking you, if you were these animals, then would you care then? Obviously you would. But not now you're not caring enough. Because you're not the victim. You are the animal abuser. How urgently would you like to be saved? Right now? Or maybe, of course, right. So again, why choosing to be cruel? Because you have to be cruel to intentionally and willingly and maliciously abuse animals again after talking to me. You have to be evil to do that.
Yeah, I know.
So are you okay being evil?
No.
Right. So do you think you'll stop abusing animals today? Yes?
I think so.
You think so? You're going vegan then?
Maybe not vegan.
Oh, explain this to me. What is vegan? Vegan is anti-animal abuse.
Yeah,
You are anti-animal abuse, right? So why you say vegan, no vegan? What do you mean?
Maybe I feel like it's a whole process.
All right.
You can just start cutting some things until you completely adapt to this.
All right. So if we were talking about any other injustice, for instance, if I try to convince my neighbor abusing his dog every night, and he said to me, yes, I agree with you, this is wrong, but I'll do it slowly. I'll abuse my dog less, or maybe I will only abuse him on Sundays. Do you think that would be a good response?
I
No.
feel like I just stopped here to like watch this and to know what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that I can see this and I can notice how powerful we are to decide. Just it's like going to the grocery and saying, I don't want to choose being cruel. I don't want to be part of this.
Yes.
And you have to adapt all your way another time too.
Well, it's so easy as
Maybe tomorrow I'm going to do my groceries and I'm not going to choose anything from cruelty.
right. It is difficult to stop being an animal abuser if you're selfish, if you think about yourself only. But it's easy if you think about the victims that you abuse, the victims that you victimize. Because it's very easy to eat potatoes and legumes and fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's absolutely, it's very easy. So what is...
More being here.
Yeah, exactly. So no one is forcing you to be an animal abuser. No one is forcing you to slice the throats of innocent, defenseless baby animals unnecessarily. And I cannot force you to stop being an animal abuser, unfortunately. If I could, I would. But I can't. So the only thing that I can do is to reason with you and to see if you have any humanity left, any decency left, if you're being rational, if you're aligning your moral values with your actions. I guess you can eat anything you eat now in a vegan form. You know this, right? You have a huge amount of recipes on YouTube, so there's no excuse whatsoever, and it's not more expensive. Obviously, if you go to the supermarket and you buy a tortilla, for instance, that is vegan, then it's going to be slightly more expensive than the other one. But that's because people don't buy this particular tortilla all the time. It takes time. But you can actually cook it at home using some chickpea flour, for instance, etc., etc. So you know this, right? You can eat whatever you like in a vegan. Exactly. So why do you have to think about it? Because if I was trying to convince my neighbor to stop abusing his dog or raping his wife, and he would say to me, yeah, it's the process, I need to think about it, I'll do it slowly, it would make no sense. That's exactly what you said to me before, right? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So why, if I'm talking about abusing a dog or abusing a woman, then it's easy to understand. But if we're talking about chickens and cows and rabbits, then it's a different story. Why? Because all the animals that you abuse have the same capacity to suffer than the dog, right? And the woman. And fish also feel pain because fish are animals. You know this, right? You eat fish, yes?
I eat animals like once a week, maybe.
Yeah, once a week. Why do you eat animals once a week and not every day?
Because I choose to.
And why are you still eating animals?
I feel like I don't know.
You don't know? For the taste, maybe? For what? For the cost, you said?
No, not for the taste.
For the taste, maybe?
For the taste, yeah. For the costume, like the.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in a family who
Yes.
always, every day, eat animals.
Yes, but now you're living with
Now
that family?
I'm living without my family.
All
I
right.
just moved on my own, and I'm considering about changing
Yes,
and being more conscious about this. So that's why I stopped here.
exactly.
And
Because
I
you
was
knew this
thinking,
was about animals, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So again, how many animals will have to suffer horribly, and how many animals will have to die horribly before you decide to stop abusing them, to stop torturing them, to stop murdering them? How many? Because if you go vegan, you spare the life of 1,000 animals a year. Because when you go vegan, you only not stop eating animals, but you also stop eating, buying leather or using shampoos that are tested on animals, or you stop going to the zoo, etc., etc. That's why so many animals, you know, and so that's a huge amount of animals, right?
how did you start it with everything, and what motivates you to keep?
Yeah,
Well, of course, I know what motivates you.
yeah.
How did you start with all this movement, and what makes you think?
Okay.
And if you're vegan before.
In 2010, yes.
Okay.
Because
So
I
what
watched,
makes, like, the
yeah, I watched a documentary. It's called Meet Your Meat from PETA.
meat
Meet Your Meat. Meet Your Meat.
meat your meat.
Yeah,
Like meat. Okay. Like
Yeah.
conoce tu carne.
exactly. And I went vegan immediately. But before that, I was not eating animals because when I was 14, I decided to be macrobiotic because I'm 60 years old, and in the 70s, it was popular to go macrobiotic. And so I decided to go macrobiotic for health reasons, basically, for athletic performance. And because I thought it was irrational to eat animals when we don't need to, and irrational to eat their secretions, eggs and dairy. But there's a huge difference between going vegan and going plant-based. So before I was vegan, I was plant-based. And so I went vegan.
Like what's the difference?
Oh, the difference is huge. When you go vegan for the animals, for ethics and for morality, because you're doing the right thing for the animals. But if you go plant-based, means you do it either for the environment or for health reasons or to improve your athletic performance. In my particular case, it was for health and also to improve my athletic
But
performance.
there's like a difference between being plant-based and vegan in terms of food.
No, it's exactly the same.
The same, but
Yeah.
it's like a different name.
Yeah, because going vegan means you do it for ethics and for the animals, and if you go plant-based, you do it for selfish reasons.
Okay.
And I decided to be an activist in 2010 when I became, and I'm doing this 12 hours a day every day, and sometimes even 18 hours a day, and I'm veganizing a lot of people because people realize that they are not aligning their moral values with their actions. And that's why I'm doing it. I think it's very important to do this, and I'm trying to encourage other vegans to do the same. Because I am an Anonymous for the Voiceless activist. I don't know if you've ever heard Anonymous for the Voiceless. It's an international organization with plenty of activists like myself. But unfortunately, I'm the only one doing this solo and doing this every day 12 hours. But other vegans have seen my videos and they have decided to do the same. They have decided to do solo cubes. Because this kind of activism is usually, it's done with 5, 10, and even 400 people. And so I'm the only one who started doing this solo. And again, I'm trying to encourage other vegan activists to do what I'm doing because this is highly effective. And that's why when I veganize someone, I do a live stream or a little video, and the person says, yes, I went vegan, and that is very powerful because other vegans see this and they want to do what I'm doing.
I just wanted to say that you're making like a huge difference, and it's so great being here every night, and like I can say I don't know the results, but I'm pretty sure you make like a huge difference in the whole world. So.
Yes, thank you. But am I going to make a huge difference with you tonight? Or not? Do you think you're going to abuse animals again after talking to me?
I don't think so.
You're not going to abuse animals again? So you think you will not eat eggs again? You will not eat dairy again?
No, I'm not I don't eat dairy.
You don't eat dairy anyway, but you still eat eggs, yeah? So do you think you're going to eat eggs after talking to me? No? And do you think you're going to eat animals, including fish? No. So before I said, are you going vegan then? And you said no. What do you mean then?
I feel like, as I said, like it's a huge change in the way.
But what's so special about the word vegan? I mean, if you say you're not going to abuse animals anymore, then, you know, what is the difference between saying this and saying I'm going vegan?
There is a compromise. But you know what?
The word.
Yeah, the word.
The word bothers you.
Maybe.
Right, so forget about the word. If you
Compromise.
forget about the word. If you say you're going to stop eating eggs and dairy and animals, for me it's okay. Are you sure you're going to do this or not? Or maybe tomorrow you're going to eat eggs again, and tomorrow you're going to eat, consume dairy again, and fish, and chickens and cows. Again, how many animals will have to suffer and die before you decide to stop abusing them?
That's a question I will keep in my mind. And thank you very much for this time and
Yeah.
for your purpose.
Okay.
And I would like to.
Do you want my Facebook so we can
I would like to,
interact?
How can I say to be more conscious about everything that I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of QRs and everything. Do you want to do some little research?
Yeah.
All right, so take the QR of this, please.
Actually, if you have like I don't know if you have like documentaries or.
Of course, you have plenty of documentaries in the following card. But here you have something interesting as well, which is 50 organizations clearly stating that it's absolutely unnecessary to eat animals and their secretions. Because some people still... Yeah, this is in Spanish, by the way. All right. And so please take the QR of this as well. Yeah, all right. And then you take the QR of this as well. Yes, and that's all. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Here you have a website that is called Adapt, which is absolutely splendid. Yeah, here, you have some videos, and at the same time, great videos, and at the same time, you have a website that is called Adapt, and everything, exactly. And here you can find anything.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
So you have this group, but I don't think you have my Facebook account, just in case. No, this is something else. Let's see. Do you have any questions before we wrap it up?
I think I have to,
This is my Facebook and my WhatsApp, just in case you want to interact with me on Facebook or
Okay, thank you. I will.
or ask any questions or whatever.
I will be seeing all these things, and I know you're here. So
Yeah.
if I cross by and I have a question, I will come to you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you
You're
very
doing
much.
a huge thing. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you. I wanted to say something about this interaction. She was very open-minded, and so that's a great interaction. But she said, I am not going to eat eggs again. I'm not going to eat dairy again. I'm not going to eat animals again. But she didn't say I'm going vegan. So there was something funny there. And so that's exactly what I wanted to say in this video. I never live stream or I never record people who, if they're not really 100% sure that they're going vegan, for me, they're not going vegan. So this woman, she's going to, I guess, eat animals again, unfortunately, and she's going to eat eggs again, and she's going to eat dairy again. But maybe, just maybe, she's going to do some research, and she has my phone number and everything, and maybe, just maybe someday I'll be able to convince her. But today it was not the day, unfortunately. But I could have taken advantage of this interaction and make fool you into thinking that she's going vegan, but she didn't. And that's why I want to make sure that you guys know that every time I say I veganize 5 people or 10 people, it's because I veganize them for real. And this woman didn't go vegan for real. Maybe she will go vegan soon, but not today. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Hola, hermano.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Te veo todos los días, o casi todos los días.
Ya, gracias por todo.
Energía del universo, espero que te lo esté dando porque te lo mereces.